Hello, everyone.
Doing today?
Please,
Hello.
camera on. Pocahontas. Oh, wait a second, Celine. I have a great nickname for you. What was the name? There was this cartoon character that was living with three bears, and reminds me of the three teddy bears you have in the background always. What was the name?
Teletubbies.
Huh?
Teletubbies.
Oh,
No?
I don't remember that. I will find out later. Okay, cool. Guys,
Whoa! Whoa! What is my name? I thought it
then
was...
we agreed on.
Oh, why's my camera not working?
So, guys, do you have any specific questions today? Do you want to do some role play? Does anyone have sales calls that we can review? If I'm not mistaken, Pocahontas has some. Oh, it's a 50-50 actually. No? Okay. Thank you for answering my question. Kind of feel like I'm speaking to myself.
I'm down for anything.
Yeah, you're always down for anything. That's why your name is Albert. Whatever the master says. Oh my god.
No, we are not making this a thing.
Mentor, please. Camera on. When you guys think about the whole sales process, is there any particular part of it that you guys think you're struggling? Last time when I spoke to a couple of you, the struggle was simply how to present the presentation, the sales presentation, how to walk the prospect through it. Is there anything else you guys can think of where you're like, you know what, I'm not that confident when it comes to that part of the sales process?
All of it for me.
What the fuck do you mean all of it?
Still need to put my points, spread them out more.
Okay, let me make a poll. Let me make a poll. Who here has problems with discovery? What I mean by this is to understand what questions actually to ask, what questions are important, what data that needs to be collected. You can put the virtual hand on Zoom up. Cool, 2 people. Cool, please put it down. Then, who here has problem with, for example, walking the prospect through the sales presentation? Thanks. One person. Who here has problem? Huh? Who here has the problem? Why do you have 2 emojis on? I really misunderstood the guidance. Who here, or from just all people here, yeah, who would you say, guys, has the problem, for example, understanding how to do the ROI breakdown, which is the last part of the sales presentation, in case someone doesn't know? Really? 1 person? 2 people? 3 people. We have the winner, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, 4. Woohoo! Cool. So we're gonna do the ROI breakdown. So I saw 4 people putting their hand up. I saw 2 people not. Granted, Mansour, I don't even fucking see. Billy the Kid, since you have not put your hand up, do you know how to do the ROI breakdown?
Yeah, so with cold email, it's a bit different than Facebook ads, but yeah, I was just on a sales call. That's why I was late. So Yeah, I think I did it pretty well. The guy himself said that, he saw, he was certain that, I could do a job at $4,500 to his revenue at minimum each month with the initial investment.
Whoa,
So
whoa, 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 stop.
yeah,
Do you have the sales call recorded?
yeah, of course.
Wonderful. Give me the fucking sales call.
Sure.
Why do you speak? Just give me the fucking link.
Yeah,
And
sure.
we're gonna see if you're so fucking confident about ROI breakdown, taking into consideration you're the only person that
Don't
has not.
roast me. Don't roast me. I just yeah, though it's on I do them mate, so it's on voice memos, right? So let me see if this is shareable some way.
What? What the fuck do you mean it's in voice memos?
Well, that's how I do it, because I guess I need to find a way to record them in Google Meet.
OBS? Fucking Loom?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have a MacBook? No. Do you have a MacBook?
Yep,
Quick Player?
quick player.
You have okay. You at this point, I generally think you're a little bit retarded. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe your age, but nonetheless a little bit retarded.
a little bit is good.
Yes, Pocahontas. I swear, if you're
Oh.
gonna just say bon appetit again,
No. Yesterday, I think 12 Dubai time, I was supposed to have class, but nobody showed up. I was wondering why.
what yesterday you say? Give me 1 second. Yesterday. No, you should have received a message from the black man, and I'm not saying about Abu. I'm saying about Ismael, that he was moving it together, so there are 10 people on at 1 a.m.
Oh, okay. In that case, I missed it. I didn't receive it. I sent him a message why nobody
Yeah,
was
but you have
there, but he
no.
didn't
You have
respond.
literally deleted the message. Like I've also seen a message coming from you. It was deleted. But okay, besides the point, shit happens. Give a call or just don't delete the message so someone can actually answer to it. Cool. Billy, you're retarded. You don't even know how to share your recording. Absolutely fine. So, from all the people present here, I don't care who's first. It can be Mrs. Celine. It can be Albert, Albert, or even Francesco. Please, just one of you guys share your sales presentation. Go to ROI breakdown and try to walk me through it. Please, guys, don't fight over it. Yeah, I'm gonna count to 5, and then I'm gonna pick someone. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Everyone lost. Celine, share your screen with me.
Okay,
And
just
please
give me a
don't
moment, okay?
stop rolling your eyes over me. Yeah, Celine, don't worry. It's not like 5 people are waiting for you, Take your time. Imagine it will be a sales call, 5 people just waiting for you to share a, sales presentation. Should be something that is also bookmarked so you can open it whenever. Just saying. Celine, preferably today, please.
It's just on a different pay, what is it called? Window. So maybe someone wants to go before me, so I don't waste you guys' time
Abu, Albert,
while I open it.
Albert, what the fuck is wrong with you guys today?
I try to
Okay.
do it. Okay.
Please, please, Mr. Italian, please share your screen with us.
You say I didn't. the
Okay, you're
last part.
borderline retarded. That's the wrong presentation.
I was trying to ask you in the next code because I
Okay,
have
if you have the wrong
double.
presentation, you don't count. I'm gonna explain
Okay.
it to you later.
Okay.
Okay, Pocahontas, please. At least someone with brain cells. So, Pocahontas, what is important for you to know for the ROI breakdown? You're muted, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. The total that they need to invest in order to get their marketing set up. How much
No.
they.
This is generally like the first thing you said, yes, but this is like something that comes from you. What I mean specifically is what do you need to definitely have from the discovery part of the call to be actually able to calculate the ROI breakdown in a good manner.
How much they make and how much they make per client on average.
Also, what one specific thing. That applies mainly to service niches, like for example yours, so you should know it. I'll give you a hint. It is connected to devices. What can you do with devices?
You
Different.
can give different treatments.
Yes. Especially because in niches like, let's say, med spa, which is your niche, in your case, it's not only how much they make per customer and what are the profit margins, it is also connected, in your case, to certain treatments, because you're going to calculate it, for example, with their average treatment or the best sell treatment with the average price of that treatment. But in your case, you can literally tell them, look, I'm going to be very realistic with you. I'm only focusing myself on one treatment, and we are also going from the lowest numbers. So in the best case scenario, you are also going to get more treatments because it's not like everyone is coming to your practice only for one treatment. In real estate or any other niche.
Last time that I calculated this with a client, I took $100 from how much he normally makes each client. Was that like a dumb idea or?
That was dumb, because that has nothing to do with it, due to the fact that it needs to be calculated based on a treatment in your niche. And for example, real estate, there is not much else you can do. It's just basically how much she's making with average, the average listing price. So I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. Please walk me then or us through the ROI breakdown, okay? So let's say your service, your build-up fee. If you want to, you can write it down. Guys, you can also all write it down so we can actually test it together if she's gonna be correct. Your build-up fee will be, let's say, 3,500. The ad spend, obviously, it's just simply 1,000, so the industry standard. And after 3 months, it's gonna be a retainer of, let's say, 850. Okay. So that will be for basically how much it will cost to work with you for 12 months. Then, since you're in med spa, let's say the best treatment will be Botox. And let's say the Botox injection will be 500 per piece.
Per injection or per treatment?
Per injection. Or for the sake of the example, let's do treatment because it's gonna be easier. So please take whoever you want here as med spa owner and walk them through the ROI breakdown.
Straight.
Pocahontas.
Anyone who likes to volunteer? No worries, I'm gonna fuck up anyways.
The confidence.
I fucked up last time.
That's why we are practicing. Come on, pick someone, or I'm gonna pick you an opponent. I have my favorite right now, since the person turned the camera back on.
You want Masur? If I say it correctly. Yeah, sure.
Start whenever you're ready.
So, like I said before, we're trying to get at least 3 times your ROI.
Okay, stop. You have already fucked up because you said we try. When you present one of the pillars, or basically 3 of the pillars of your company, what do you say? That on average, every single person that works with you is able to get the ROI of 3x. So why do you say we try? The reason why you go through ROI breakdown is to make them understand how sustainable and tangible that results are. So don't say we try, because this is generally what you do. This is the purpose why you do it that way. So please try again.
So like I said before, we're going for at least 3 times ROI. If I calculated it right, the first year in total without the ad spend will be around 11,150 euros. Dollars, I'm sorry. So then the main question would be, how many treatments do you need to sell so that everybody knows you? If we, for example, take Botox, around 500 for treatment, we will come between 22 to 25 treatments in a whole year. That should be easy doable for you, doesn't it?
Okay, stop. There were 2 things. First of all, don't say sorry. You have just said the wrong currency. Wonderful. You can also work globally, because of which you have just said the wrong currency. So just correct yourself. Don't apologize for it. That will be the first thing. Second thing, while ROI breakdown is something you're presenting, you can also comfortably guide the person through it and also ask them questions that they are actually can answer. As an example, you like obviously the question that you have on the screen. Yes, this is a question that is rhetorical because you need to answer it. Otherwise, you're just going to confuse the prospect. But then when you say we're going to take this and this treatment with this price and that, you can comfortably say, Mansour, you have mentioned to me at the beginning of the call that your best treatment is currently Botox, correct? And you have mentioned to me that on average, basically the treatment cost is roughly $500, correct? So for the sake of the example, let's just focus ourselves on this one treatment. Obviously, in your med spa, you have 30 other treatments. So, in the worst case, the calculations from my end are just going to be worse. So you're just going to basically make more money. So, as far as the problems in life go, that's a pretty good worst case scenario. But then let's just focus ourselves on the Botox. So basically, in the first year, you will have invested 11,000. And in order for us to just simply even break even, you will need to have 22 Botox treatments. To be exact, it will be 22.3, but obviously we are not able to cut a human in 3 pieces. So let's just say 22 when we round it up. Do you think it will be realistic over a period of 12 months to get 22 Botox treatments? Do you now understand how easy from then on it will be to actually get to at least 3x when it comes to return on investment?
Yeah, logical.
This is how you want to walk someone through the ROI breakdown. So please try again.
So, like I said before, we're going for at least a 3 times ROI. In your first year, without the ad spend, you will come down to a total of $11,150. But then the main question stays, how many treatments do you need to sell to get the recognition that you deserve? Well, if my calculations are right, it should be around 23 treatments in a year.
Okay, stop. Your calculation should be fucking right. Don't show that you're not confident about your numbers by saying, if my calculations are right. Because that's why you're walking them through the calculations, so he can understand that you're right. Because on the basis that you are right with your own calculations, you're going to be right with his calculations. If you're uncertain about your own calculations, how can you be so sure about his calculations?
Just I'm doing it with pen and paper.
So please try again.
So, as we discussed before, we're going for at least a 3 times ROI. In the first year, if we count everything up, it will be around $11,115. But how many treatments do you need to sell before everybody knows you? Well, the answer is easy. It's only 23 people a year. A year. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we don't get the 23 people a year for you, I will kill myself.
Good, it was better. Obviously, there is still place to improvement because you are not as confident when you say it, but the way you presented it made more sense. Cool. Don't stop sharing your screen, because apparently people are very slow here. So if you could just leave it like this, please. Mr. Albert. Mr. Albert, hello.
Hello.
Please take Billy the Kid, which is Dio, and please walk him through ROI breakdown.
Let's go.
Okay, let's try this. So let me just get my
Albert, can we fucking start?
yeah, I'm just making prices.
I can tell you the prices we want to.
I'll figure it out. All right.
Got it.
So, on average, everyone we work with will get at least a 3x ROI. Oh, wait. I don't actually know what I need to calculate here. Is it the spend of the year?
What the fuck have you been doing through the last 25 minutes?
Hmm. I was listening, but
Oh, actually, but you sure?
yeah.
What you want to do right now here is how
Yeah.
much would, realistically speaking, cost
Mhm.
for the person that you are speaking with to work with you for 12 months, which is 1 year,
Yeah.
and then what it will need to take to break even.
Mhm.
So for that, you need to have 5 things, in some cases 6. You will need to know your build-up fee. You will need to know your retainer, and obviously how many, like when does the retainer kick in, so you can calculate what are the outstanding amounts of months after the build-up fee.
Yeah.
You will need to know what is their average take home, or just
Yeah.
simply how much do they make, or how much does their treatment cost. And for example, what is the treatment? If you want to, due to the fact that you're in real estate, you can take the example of real estate, where it will be just simply how much do they make with an average listing. But then you also want to have it in a conversational way, where you actually speak to, for example, let's say Billy the Kid, to reconfirm the numbers that you're just going to throw at him. As an example, so Billy, you said your average listing price is 650,000, correct?
Yep.
Cool. And your average take home was around about 5%?
Exactly.
Or as a matter of fact, exact 5%? Wonderful. So let me ask you this. How many houses would you actually need to have sold for? Granted, that's a rhetorical question, so let me answer it for you. And then you walk him through the calculations.
Okay. Okay.
So please try.
I'll try. Okay, so on average, everyone we work with will get a 3x ROI. Now, the first year, total without ad spend, will be around $12,500. Now, the main question is, how many houses do you really need to sell for everyone to know your name? Well, the answer is easy. My calculations say that, wait, so is it how many houses they need to sell to get back what I'm charging them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
So
based on that, they're gonna understand how easy it is to get that done. So realistically speaking, how easy will it be to get, for example, double ROI or triple ROI?
Okay, so the main question is, how many houses do you need to sell for everyone to know your name? My calculations say you only need to sell 1 house in a year. 1.
Okay, but you're also being retarded right now.
Why?
Do you understand that if you're just gonna formulate it the way you just formulated, they are not gonna know where the fuck did you took those numbers from?
I was gonna explain.
Please move forward.
Yeah,
Mansour, could
so
you just stop looking at the 15-year-old bicep?
so our service has a setup fee of $2,500. This is a one-time fee, and that will only come at the very start. Then 2 months in, a retainer will kick in of $1,000 per month. That means in a year, you'll be spending $12,500. And remind me again, you said your take-home rate was 5%?
Yep.
So that means, and your average list, and your average listing is 650,000.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that means you only need to sell 1 house to pay off the whole service of a year.
Albert, In his case, he will need to sell one fucking house to get triple ROI.
Yeah. So
So say
Okay,
it
so-
like this.
mhm. So my calculations say that you only need to sell one house in a year to get triple the ROI.
Yep.
Where do I go from
Yeah.
here?
Okay, you're
Yeah, that's
fucking
better.
retarded. Fucking terrible.
This is the first time I'm doing this, so can't expect to be amazing.
Wonderful, but fucking terrible. First of all,
Yes.
you have already showed them the pricing. This is literally the last slide, which is what you show after the pricing. So let me give you another example. Mansour. Oh no, fuck no. You already. Celine, are you dead? Are you awake? Wonderful. Billy, because everyone here is not active apparently. So
Let's go.
Billy, let me give you a quick ROI breakdown just so I understand also how our pricing works, especially because as long as you can remember, at the beginning of the presentation, I've also showed you 3 pillars that my company stands for and that we are basically focused on. So one of the pillars was 3x ROI. Do you remember it?
Yep.
Wonderful. So let me just run you through quick calculations that are going to make it simply more understandable for you. So the build-up fee, as I told you, is 3,500. Ad spend, I'm not going to calculate due to the fact that if, let's say you, as you said, you're going to build your team, you will have more capacity. Wonderful. We can just bump up the ad spend. So this is just not something I'm going to calculate. So we're just going to focus ourselves on the build-up fee and the retainer that is going to kick after 3 months. Yes. So the build-up fee is 3,500. The retainer that kicks in after 3 months is 850, which means 3,500 plus 850 is 11,150. Correct?
Makes sense. Yeah.
Wonderful. Then look, it's kind of a rhetorical question, so you don't need to answer it. Nonetheless, let me ask you this question. How many houses would you actually need to have sold for everyone to know your name? And I can answer this for you because, as I said, it's a rhetorical question. You said to me that the average listing price you are working with is 650, correct?
Yep.
And your take home on average is exactly 5%, yeah?
Exactly. Yeah.
So based on that calculation, and again, it's going to sound retarded, but that's why this is one of our pillars. On the basis that my team and I will be able to bring you one deal closed over a period of 12 months, you are not only breaking even, you're already in profit, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Indeed.
in that case, if your average listing price is 650, your take home is 5%, it means you are making 32,500, correct?
Mhm.
So do you genuinely think, and like I'm biased because this is what I do, but that's why I want to ask you, do you genuinely think that it will be possible for me and my company, or me and my team, to bring you, at least more than one close throughout 12 months?
Absolutely. Yeah. The math makes sense. You too.
Mr. Albert, do you see a difference?
Yeah.
Do you want to try again?
Not really, no. Not now.
What a bitch.
'Cause
Okay.
It just was
It's
I
okay.
need to analyze it.
So who here feels confident to present it in a similar manner that I do? Oh, Mansour, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam. How's it going?
Alhamdulillah, good. How about yourself?
Yeah, good.
Wonderful. Pick your prey and just hunt it.
My friend Leo.
Let's go.
As a game, okay.
So, how's it going, Leo?
Hey, what up? Yeah, it's going pretty good. Yeah.
Why do you?
nice to know.
No, guys. You need to understand. I want your brain to train this as if you will be in the fucking sales call. So this is not a part of the sales call where you ask him, how are you doing? You have literally
Yeah.
just presented him the pricing and you are jumping into ROI breakdown. So
Yeah.
you don't get a backlash of, oh, I think this doesn't make sense. So please try again.
So, Dio, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about your business, and from there, I'm going to calculate the ROI and see if we can really work from there.
Mansoor,
Yeah.
you have all the information. That's why your discovery was fucking 15 minutes long.
Yeah. So
you're not asking. You can reconfirm. But you are walking him through it. You're not asking.
So shouldn't I ask him the commission, like percentage?
Am I articulating not correctly today? Or are you guys just simply not fucking listening today? Is it because it's Thursday? Are you guys thinking about weekend or something?
No,
Then Mansoor, you may think about Ramadan, so I take that. All the informations that you require to do the ROI breakdown correctly, you should already fucking have from the discovery part of the call.
yeah, that's
If
true.
you don't, you fucked up. Do you want to try again and use some brain cells left?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Please
Can
try.
I ask, how long does the presentation part normally go?
Around about 15 minutes as well.
Okay.
So
It depends if
our-
you're gonna pre-handle any objections. Yeah. Start, Mansoor.
Yeah. So our bill fee is 3,500, and our ad spend, which is 1,000, which I won't really going to calculate because it's the fuel of the ads. So then we have $850 that will kick in as a retainer after 3 months. So the total will be 12,000. So may I ask you, like, on average, how much is like your listing?
Yeah, it's
Again,
right.
Mansoor, you have leached, you know that information. You want to reconfirm because if you need to
Right.
understand, if you have asked that in the discovery and now you're gonna ask it in the same manner as you just did, it's gonna show that you were not listening. So he's gonna literally ask himself, so why the fuck have we been speaking for 15 minutes in the beginning of the call?
So the numbers are 650, right?
Yep, exactly.
No, it's just take whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need to
Yeah,
use the same
alright.
example as I did.
Yeah, for sure. Like as we discussed earlier in this call, like your average listing is $650,000, and the commission is 5%. Based on that, like your average take home will be around 30,000.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe in during our work for the next 12 months, I will kill myself if I get you less than 3 deals. And is this something that makes sense to you?
Yeah, makes sense. Totally. Yeah.
Okay, Mansoor, can I be absolutely honest with you?
Yeah.
The way you just said it, I will genuinely believe that you will kill yourself.
Again?
The way how you just said it, I will actually believe that you will kill yourself. Because
Really?
you genuinely sounded depressed saying it. Let me ask you this, guys. Do you understand why the ROI breakdown is so powerful?
Yeah.
Oh, then please fucking enlighten me, since you're the only person that actually said yes.
Sure. Yeah. Well, it shows, of course, how much money you're generating. It's pretty much the return on investment, of course. So, say you put in $1,000, how much do you get out? And that's where, the math really makes sense to the prospect and justifies their purchase, right? So it's where the logic kicks in because, they buy with emotion and justify it with logic, and it's important for the logic to be there.
That's one thing, yes. The other thing that you have forgotten that is super important, you're helping the prospect to shift their perspective from short term to long term.
Yeah.
Because yes, by the end of the day, everyone will love to make quick money. And yes, from time to time it's possible. But then realistically speaking, you can literally calculate what will be possible in a period of 12 months, where not only that the longer you run ads, better results you get, but also the profile will help. That's why it's super important for you guys to understand how to break it down with confidence, because you're literally allowing your prospect to have their eyes open and simply understand, oh shit, so I can literally sell one house while working with him and I'm already in profit. Or let's say, let's say in Mets bias, so if I will have 1 month only Botox, and obviously I'm aware of the fact that I have also more other treatments that we can also combine, or if let's say a lady will come only for Botox, then she will also want to have other treatments. That will pay the whole service. Okay. Let me, who wants to be my thingy? Because, okay, or this was, I think, the 4th or 5th time where we have tried it. Is anyone here confident or feels confident? Really shut the fuck up.
Come on.
Okay. Please pick your prey and walk them through. Please change the fucking numbers. Change the numbers and walk someone through the ROI breakdown.
Can I do it for
my
my? I do code email. Can I do it for my offer with my numbers?
Sure.
Okay. Mansoor, let's go. Okay. So let's do the math now. You said you were right around a 2K profit per month, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you also mentioned earlier in the call that you typically generate anywhere from 500 to $1,000 per client, new client, correct? On a monthly basis, of course.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, got it. So obviously, my setup fee is $500, right? So on average, we tend to book anywhere from 20 to 40 meetings, qualified sales meetings for you right onto your calendar. So let's take the industry average close rate of 20% and multiply it with the, say, 30, Bow in the Park 30. So pretty much you're looking at 6 closes out of 30 meetings and in total 2K spent. So say we take those $750 on average that you make per new client acquisition and multiply them by, just let me pull up my calculator because, Yep. So we're looking at 4,500, right? So you pretty much put in 2,000, get out 4,500 back. So we make 2,500 profit every 30 days minimum with the industry average close rate. And that's it. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds very good.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, you're retarded. Let me elaborate on that. You don't need to mention to him, let me pull up my calculator. You can literally calculate it.
Yeah, of
And
course.
on the basis that you're not gonna show him your calculator, it can appear as if you have calculated this in your head. So it's gonna come across as if you will be smart, because for some reason, a lot of people have actually problem with numbers.
Okay.
That's one thing. Second thing is, when you present someone pricing an ROI breakdown, the last thing you want to do is move on your chair like a dog. Because it comes across as if you will not be confident about your own pricing.
Okay.
Because in that case, you look like a puppy that is just wiggling his own tail.
Yeah,
saying it for the first time in their life. So, one more go, and then we're gonna end it here. Who's confident? Guys, if no one's confident, I'm just gonna say a name. Wow. Cool, Pocahontas, let's give it a try.
The same numbers.
You can think your own numbers out.
We'll keep it easy. Just use this one. So, like we discussed in the beginning of the presentation, one of our most important pillars is we get you at least a 3 times ROI. So, if I calculated this right, your first year will be a total of $11,150. So, how many treatments is it worth to get your name up there? If we take the Botox, for example, 500 a treatment, it will be around 22, 23 treatments. It's 1 or 2 in a month. And let's be honest with each other, most med spas get at least 500 treatments in a month. So we're speaking about 3 times ROI, but we can make it way up.
If it weren't for the fact that it didn't sound very confident, well done. You need to understand you can comfortably bring the person you speak to in. Because again, like you want their brain to be active while you're presenting it, so they actually understand it. And so you can actually be sure that they were listening to you. And it can be done by simply just reconfirming the numbers that you're going to use with the prospect that you are speaking, because by the end of the day, you had those numbers from the prospect. And it can be also easily done by, for example, on the basis that you have a good framing, simply asking the question and be like, obviously that's a rhetorical question, so let me answer it for you. Because when you ask that question and you're going to leave it with a pause, the prospect may actually think that he needs to answer it, and he's going to get confused because, what does it mean, treatments to everyone to know my name? Well, unlimited. Or you're going to have a backlash, like I think it had a backlash where he asked that question, he left it with a pause, and the guy said, oh, that obviously depends on the house. If I will sell a house of Donald Trump, then everyone will know you. But if I will sell a house for Joe, no one is going to know me. So that's the last thing you want to actually experience in that case. Because you need to understand there is a reason why you're guiding them through the presentation. There is a reason why you're showing them everything instead of just telling them. So they can actually understand it. So it's easier for them to digest. Any questions thus far? Wonderful, guys. Then it was a pleasure. If I see you later, I see you later. If not, I'm gonna be very sad, so sad. Yes, Abu.
Can I get the recording for this?
I always upload the weeks by the end of the week. So if you remind me on Friday/Saturday, yes, I can just give you access to the whole doc, because there was always a 1 week delay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Ernest, I'm just curious, are you hosting next call as well, or is Ismael hosting it?
Next call, give me 1 second, let me open my calendar. No, next call not. I should... I'm very confused. No, next one is gonna be Ismael. The one after that, it's gonna be either me or Ismael. And I'm hosting one at 1 a.m.
Okay, got it. Awesome, thanks.
Cool, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ernest.